is basically what makes you to get satisfied. How you become happy when you're at work. What are those things that make you become happy doing your job? That is motivation. So you are motivated because if you're not happy, you can't be motivated. So happiness will come through satisfaction. Do you get the point? Happiness will come through what? Satisfaction. So this will lead to you being motivated. And for you to be satisfied, you have to be happy. It is only when you are happy you can do the job effectively. If you are not happy, you can't do it. Do you get motivation here? So whatever that makes you to be happy while at work is what we call motivation. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? Yes. So I said this involves whatever situation that makes an employee to be happy at the workplace. Whatever makes an employee to be happy at the workplace is motivation. I think it's clear. So it is important for a business to motivate their employees. It is important for every business organization to motivate their employees in the short term or in the long term. In the short term, if workers are not motivated, they will not be effective. Look at it. For a business to motivate their employees, okay, lack of motivation in the short term may lead to reduced efforts and lack of commitment. So if I am not motivated, my efforts in the class will be less. I won't put so much effort. I will do it as it comes. And whatever happens, I don't care. That means I lack commitment because I am not motivated. You see, I'm not going to put so much effort anymore. And at the same time, whatever the result is, I won't care. So employees, when they are not motivated in the short term, if businesses fail to motivate them in the short term, they won't put effort into the job. And because they don't know to put effort into the job, whatever results that comes out, they don't care about it. It's not their business. You see what a short-term lack of motivation will cause? It will lead to lack of effort from the workers and lack of commitment. And this will take them to the long term. Because in the long term, now that they don't even care anymore, they will start coming in late, they will start being absent. And this will affect the business. And at the end of it, the business will become a business that is making a loss instead of profit. Do you get it? So I said, in the long term, lack of motivation leads to high level of absenteeism. So workers will now start giving different excuses to be absent at work. Industrial disputes, conflicts among members, and falling productivity will fall. Because you are not even putting effort anymore. So labor productivity will fall. Because workers are not putting effort. Because they are not motivated. And if productivity is falling, profit will also what? Fall. Is it clear?
Yes.
So there are different motivational theories businesses use. But today we just want to talk about Taylor's approach or Taylor's scientific management theory. So for Taylor in 1911, he wrote a book called Principle of Scientific Management. He talks about how workers will become more effective at workplace. So the Principle of Scientific Management in 1911 it talks about methods which businesses could use to make their employees be more efficient. Workers are always inefficient, according to Taylor. So he wrote the book, The Principle of Scientific Management, to teach managers how to do their jobs if they want employees to be motivated. Do you get it? So the book is basically, Taylor's approach is basically to correct the inefficiency at workplace. Do you get it here? Taylor's approach is what? To correct the inefficiency at workplace. So what is Taylor's approach? What is it about? Taylor had a very simple view of what motivates workers. He said money. For Taylor, he believes workers are inefficient because they don't have that financial gain. Give them money, they will be motivated. That is what Taylor is talking about. So he stated that workers should receive a fair day's price for a fair day's work. So if you have done well for today, you should be paid well for today. And pay should be linked to output, piece rates. That means workers should be paid based on what they produce. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear to them? So a worker who does less should receive less. If you have done less, you should receive less. And the worker who has done more should be rewarded with bonuses. Because you have done so much, you should be rewarded for what? With bonuses. So if you have a bonus for doing well today, your colleagues will see that you receive a bonus, they might do well too. And for you, you would want to receive the bonus next time. You will do better. That is according to Taylor. Is it clear up to here? So this means workers should be allowed to do their work, and managers should manage using scientific management approach. What does this imply? Managers should watch closely the workers with what they produce and pay them according to what they produce. That's according to Taylor. Is it clear up to this? So what are the problems about Taylor's ideology or Taylor's approach? Number one, this approach doesn't put into consideration individual differences, which means it might not work for everybody. When you say I should do, whatever I produce is what you pay me for, what about my strength? What about my weakness? This approach doesn't talk about my strength and my weakness. It only talks about my output. Some people are good at something, while others are good at other things. So Taylor's approach is not talking about it. That is the first problem. Do you get the point here? It doesn't put into consideration the strengths of individuals, the weakness of individuals. It wants everybody to be the same, which is not possible. Two, Taylor views workers as machines with financial needs. Taylor sees us as workers, machines that need money. Just give them money, they will do well. It doesn't put it into consideration the human in us. The third one, there's no doubt that money is important, but it forgets to understand that some people work for other reasons, which is not money. Some people are working not because of money, yes or no? Yes. Some people are working not because of money. They might not get a job. There's job satisfaction. There's self-achievement, self-attainment. There are a lot of reasons why people would work. Aside money. So Taylor does not put into consideration that others are working not because of money. And the last one that is not right is about the kind of job we do. There are some jobs that doesn't involve outputs, like services. How do you measure what I produce? I'm teaching. How do you measure it? If you want to measure how I teach based on what you pay me, is it possible? No. So Taylor doesn't put into consideration services. Any question about Taylor?